Another classic car show at Pangbourne College on Saturday, the 31st of May 2025, and a quick look at a few stalls, then we've been looking at the cars. A van selling toasties. Fries van. First we see a red car shell with just 4 wheels and a steering wheel, and I just want to see if it becomes a car. Okay, let's roll the video, and here comes our first car of the day. The elegant 1934 Rolls-Royce 2025 with a 3.6-litre engine. We begin at the front, where the unmistakable Rolls-Royce grille rises proudly in polished chrome. To either side of the grille, sweeping front wheel wings curve forward, each housing a large front wheel. Mounted on top of the wings are 2 small white side lights, adding a touch of classic character. Just below the grille is the number plate, reading BGH 595, and beneath that, centrally placed, is the starting handle slot, a charming detail of the pre-war era. Flanking the upper grille are 2 large white headlights, sitting just in front of the sleek, split-pane windscreen, which features a horizontal bar across the middle and wipers angled to the right. Perched on the top of each front wing is a wing mirror, providing symmetry and visibility. Now moving to the left side of the car. We see the front and rear wheels, connected by a footplate running beneath the front and rear passenger doors. The graceful bodywork curves gently, showcasing the timeless saloon design. At the rear, there's a black bumper along the bottom edge. Above it, 2 yellow tail lights sit to the left and right, with the rear number plate positioned centrally. Higher up is a black storage box with a lock in the middle, a classic touring feature. Red rear lights are positioned on the rear wheel arches to either side. Finally, on the right side, we see the rear wheel, rear door, and driver's front door. Above the right front wheel wing, there's a mounted spare wheel, completing the car's functional yet stylish form. This 1934 Rolls-Royce 2025 is a true symbol of pre-war luxury, beautifully preserved and effortlessly majestic. A black Ford Escort 1.3-litre engine 1984 has a black bumper, and in the center of the bumper is the number A150UGJ. Above sits the grille with 2 lights, one on the left and one on the right. Then looking at the left side, we see the yellow light, and next to it on the right is the white headlight, plus on the right hand side we have the headlight, then the yellow light. The left of the car, we see the front wheel, a mirror to the front of the door near to the left of the door glass. The door with the glass at the top and the door handler to the right side with a lock to the right of the handler, and below it, but just to the right of the handler. Rear door with main window and quarter glass and the handler on the right of the door, another rear quarter glass, and rear wheel. Rear of car. Below the bumper on the left side is the exhaust pipe, then we have the bumper, and above that we have 2 sets of lights, one on the left and one on the right. The left goes yellow red white red, and the right goes red white red yellow, and in the middle the number plate, then above, that is the boot lid closed, and in the middle is the boot lock. Above is the rear window with wiper facing right. The right side has the fuel cap followed by the rear wheel, rear door with handler to the left plus the rear quarter glass to the left of the rear door, the driver's door with handler to the left of the door, and just below it and to the left the lock, door mirror and the front wheel. This Ford Fiesta 1.1 liter 1988, and a nice red color, has a bumper with the number F247XEM. Above we see the left yellow light, then the white headlight. In the middle we have the Ford badge on a closed bonnet, and the windscreen with 2 wipes facing right, and 2 wing mirrors, 1 on each side. The left side shows the front wheel and a yellow light near to the door, but on the wheel wing, the left door with window open, then the door handle at the below right with lock below that and to the right. Rear glass and a fuel cap, just above the rear wheel and to the left of it. Rear wheel. Rear of car has the exhaust pipe on the right, then we have the bumper with red light on the right side below the bumper. On the bumper are 2 red parts left and right. On the top of the bumper in the center the number plate light. Above that the lights goes from top to bottom red, white, yellow. Next to that in the middle is the number F247XEM, and to the right of that the Ford badge, and on the right the other light unit working the same as the left one. Right side is rear wheel, rear glass, driver's door with handle on left and lock below and left a bit more. Main driver's door window that is open and front wheel. This 1968 green MGC GT features a vintage design with distinctive detailing. At the front, the bumper carries the number plate RJB66F in the center. Above it, on each side, are dual light units on the left. A white light sits beside a yellow one, mirrored on the right side. The car's center grille is crowned with the classic MG badge at the top. Flanking the bonnet are round headlights. The windscreen has 2 wipers facing left, and there are mirrors on both sides. Left side, this view shows the front and rear wheels. The driver's door includes a front quarter glass, a main window that can open, and a rear side window. The door handle is on the right edge with a lock beneath. Rear view, 2 vertical light units contain 3 lights, yellow on top, then red again. The bumper sits below the number plate RJB66F, which is centrally located. To its right is the fuel cap. The boot lid opens upwards and features a push-button keyhole. From left to right are the badges MGC, MG, and GT. Right side, seen are the rear wheel, rear side window, driver's door glass, handle with lock beneath, quarter glass, and front wheel. We're now looking at the 1994 Ford Fiesta 1.1 LX, finished in a sleek silver color, with a practical and compact design typical of mid-90s hatchbacks. Starting at the front, we see a black bumper with the number plate G10ONV positioned centrally. Above the bumper, on the left side, there's a yellow indicator light, followed by the white headlight. In the center of the front end sits the Ford badge, just below the closed bonnet. The windscreen is fitted with 2 wipers angled to the right, and wing mirrors are mounted on both the driver and passenger doors. On the left side of the car, we see the front wheel, and just behind it on the wing is a yellow side indicator. The front passenger door is slightly open, showing the window lowered, with a door handle on the right-hand side of the door panel, and a lock just below. Behind it is the rear door, featuring its own window and door handle, followed by the rear side window. At the rear, the car has a black bumper, with an exhaust pipe visible on the left. At the top center of the bumper is the number plate light. Above this, the left tail light cluster runs vertically, from top to bottom, yellow, then red again, and finally white. Just to the right is the Fiesta LX badge, the registration plate G10ONV, and then the Ford badge. The right tail light mirrors the same layout as the left. Finally, on the right side of the vehicle, we see the rear wheel, rear glass, and the driver's door with its handle on the left side and lock positioned slightly below and to the left. The driver's window is also open. At the front, we finish with the right front wheel. This 1994 Fiesta 1.1 LX stands as a modest, reliable example of British motoring, compact, efficient, and with a dash of nostalgic charm. We're now looking at the 1985 Daimler Limousine 4.2, a grand and elegant vehicle finished in a distinctive gold color, embodying the luxury of British motoring in the 1980s. Starting at the front, we see a silver bumper, with the number plate C858KAX positioned centrally below it. On the left side, there's a yellow indicator light, followed by a silver trim plate, and on the right, a small silver box housing another yellow light. Moving upward, we see two round white headlights on each side, the larger one to the outside, and a smaller one closer to the grille. At the center sits the signature Daimler chrome grille, topped by the closed bonnet. Above that is the windscreen, fitted with wipers angled to the right. Moving to the left side of the car, we notice the front wheel, and just above it, a yellow side indicator on the wing. Behind it is the front passenger door, with its window lowered, a handle positioned on the right-hand side, and a lock just below. Next comes the rear passenger door, with its own window and handle, followed by the rear side glass. Inside the vehicle, starting from the left, there's a glove box with a round locking mechanism and a handle below. In the center console, we see classic dials and switches, followed by an ashtray, then a radio unit, and at the base, the automatic gear selector. Moving right, we have the steering wheel, main instrument dials, and switches for the lights and wipers. The front features two gray seats, and in the rear is a long cream-colored bench seat spanning the width of the car, perfect for limousine passengers. At the rear, the Daimler features a silver bumper with a single exhaust pipe visible on the right side. On the boot lid, the number plate light sits at the top center, with the registration C858KAX just below. To the left and right are tail light clusters, arranged vertically, yellow, red, and a small red at the bottom. The right side lights mirror the left. Finally, along the right side, we see the rear wheel, rear glass, and rear door with its window and handle on the left. Moving forward, there's the driver's door, with its handle on the left side and the lock positioned just below and slightly left. The driver's window is also open. We finish at the front with the right front wheel, completing the tour of this stately British limousine. We're now looking at the 1987 Ford Sierra XR4X4, a sporty 2.8-liter hatchback finished in blue, showcasing its confident stance and rally-inspired design. Starting at the front, there's a silver bumper, and in the center is the number plate, E808DRD. To the left, we see a yellow indicator, followed by a silver headlight. In the center of the car is the classic Ford badge, and on the right side, another white headlight, and a yellow indicator. Above that sits the closed bonnet, and rising further we see the windscreen, with wipers positioned to the right. Side mirrors are fitted to both the driver and passenger doors. Moving to the left side, the front wheel comes into view, and above it, a yellow side indicator sits on the front wing. The front passenger door follows, its window open, with a door handle on the right-hand side and a lock just below. Behind that is the rear door, also with a window and handle, followed by the rear side glass and rear wheel. Peeking inside the cabin, starting from the left, we spot an air vent with its control switch, and further down, the glove box. In the center dash, the passenger and driver air vents sit either side of a clock, followed by the radio, then the ashtray below. To the left of the driver, we see the gear shifter up at the top and the handbrake lever below it. The seats are grey, and in the back, there's a full rear bench seat, extending from left to right. At the rear, the exhaust pipe is visible on the left, just below the rear bumper. Two number plate lights sit above the bumper, with the registration E808DRD mounted centrally. To the left, the tail light cluster runs from top to bottom, yellow, red, white, red. On the right side, the lights are arranged red, white, red, yellow. At the end of the boot lid, we see the XR4X4 badge on the left, the key lock in the center, and the Ford badge on the right. The rear window is topped off with a wiper facing right. Finally, along the right side, we pass the fuel cap, just above the rear wheel, followed by the rear door with its window and handle, then the driver's door, which also has its handle on the left and a lock just below. The driver's window is open, and we finish with the front right wheel, completing our tour of this classic performance hatch. We're now looking at the 1982 Ford Escort 1.6, finished in a bold black. A true classic from the early 80s that blends simplicity with sporty appeal. Starting at the front, there's a black bumper, and in the center sits the number plate, AVS 846X. On the left side, we see a yellow indicator, followed by a silver headlight. Moving to the center, there's a grille with a round white light on the left, the iconic Ford badge in the middle, and another round white light on the right. To the far right, we see another white headlight and yellow indicator. Above all this is the closed bonnet, and further up, the windscreen, with wipers positioned to the right. Side mirrors are mounted on both front doors. Along the left side, the front wheel comes into view, featuring a hubcap with 4 circular cutouts. Next is the front passenger door, with its window up, a door handle on the right-hand side, and a lock just below. Behind that, we see the rear side glass and the rear wheel. At the rear of the car, the exhaust pipe is visible on the left, just under the black rear bumper. 2 number plate lights sit above, illuminating the registration AVS 846X. The left tail light cluster is arranged yellow, red, white, red, while the right cluster mirrors that in reverse, red, white, red, yellow. On the boot lid, we see the Escort XR3 badge to the left, a key lock in the center, and the Ford badge to the right. The rear window is fitted with a wiper facing right. Finally, on the right-hand side, we pass the fuel cap, just above the rear wheel, followed by the rear side window. Then comes the driver's door, with its handle on the left and lock just below. We see the driver's window, and we finish the tour at the front right wheel, completing our look at this well-preserved and timeless Ford. Starting at the front, there's a black bumper, with the number plate E541CGM positioned in the center. On the bumper on both the left and right sides, we see yellow indicator lights, and just above them are the round headlights, each paired with a white round plastic unit next to the grille. In the center sits the black grille with the Ford badge in the middle. Above is the closed bonnet, and rising behind it is the windscreen, with wipers facing to the right. Wing mirrors are mounted on both front doors. Along the left side, we see the front wheel fitted with a hubcap featuring 8 circular cutouts. Behind it is the front passenger door, complete with its window, a door handle on the right-hand side, and a lock just below. Moving back, we pass the rear side glass, the fuel cap, and the rear wheel. At the rear, the exhaust pipe is visible on the right side, beneath the black bumper. Red reflectors sit on either side of the bumper, with a number plate light in the center. Above, the tail light clusters are arranged red, red, and yellow from top to bottom on both sides. In the center of the boot is the number plate, with the Fiesta name badge just to the left, a key lock positioned above the plate and at the center, and the Ford badge to the right. The rear window includes a wiper facing to the right. Finally, along the right-hand side, we see the rear wheel, the rear side window, and the driver's door, which has its window, a door handle on the left, and a lock just below, and we complete the tour with the front right wheel. Starting at the front, there's a black bumper, with the number plate ELR465Y positioned in the center. On the bumper on both the left and right sides, we see yellow indicator lights, and just above them are the round headlights, each paired with a white round plastic unit next to the grille. In the center sits the black grille with the Ford badge in the middle. Above is the closed bonnet, and rising behind it is the windscreen, with wipers facing to the right. Wing mirrors are mounted on both front doors. Along the left side, we see the front wheel fitted with a hubcap featuring 8 circular cutouts. Behind it is the front passenger door, complete with its window, a door handle on the right-hand side, and a lock just below. Moving back, we pass the rear side glass, the fuel cap, and the rear wheel. At the rear, the exhaust pipe is visible on the right side, beneath the black bumper. Red reflectors sit on either side of the bumper, with a number plate light in the center. Above, the tail light clusters are arranged red, and yellow from top to bottom on both sides. In the center of the boot is the number plate, with the Fiesta name badge just to the left, a key lock positioned above the plate and at the center, and the Ford badge to the right. The rear window includes a wiper facing to the right. Finally, along the right-hand side, we see the rear wheel, the rear side window, and the driver's door, which has its window, a door handle on the left, and a lock just below, and we complete the tour with the front right wheel. We're now looking at a 1967 Ford Anglia, finished in classic white, with a 1-liter engine, a distinctive example of British motoring history. Starting at the front, we see a silver bumper, with the number plate OGJ 932E mounted in the center. Just above the bumper on the left, there's a yellow indicator light, followed by a white light beside it. On the right side, the light configuration is reversed, white first, then yellow. In the center, we find the chrome grille, with white headlights positioned on both the left and right sides above it. Along the left side, the front wheel is fitted with a classic hubcap, and there's a side mirror mounted on top of the front wing. The engine bay is open, revealing the ignition leads and various engine components. Behind that is the left door, which features a quarter-glass window followed by the main window, with a door handle on the right-hand side of the panel. Just beyond the door, we see the rear side window, which has a hinged opening section on the right side, and then the rear wheel. At the rear of the car, the exhaust pipe is visible on the left, below the silver rear bumper. In the center of the bumper is the number plate light. Above the bumper, the left tail light unit includes a yellow light at the top, a circular red lens at the bottom, with a red reflector built into the top section. Just to the right of this cluster is a white reversing light. The number plate OGJ 932E sits in the center of the boot. On the right side, we find the fuel cap and a matching light unit, identical to the left. Moving around to the right side, we see the rear wheel, the rear window which hinges open from the left, and the driver's door, complete with main window and quarter glass. Finally, we finish the tour with the front right wheel. A 1973 green MG, with a 1.2-liter engine, is viewed from the front. A silver bumper stretches across the bottom, bearing the number plate NTU 850L in the center. Above it, on each side, are dual light units. On the left, a yellow light sits beside a white one, mirrored on the right. The car's front grille, centered between the lights, features the classic MG badge at the top. On either side of the bonnet are round headlights. The windscreen is fitted with two wipers, both angled to the left. From the left side, both the front and rear wheels are visible. The driver's door, on the left, has a handle positioned toward the right edge with a lock just below it. At the rear, vertical light units sit on either side. Each contains 3 stacked lights, yellow at the top, followed by 2 red lights. A bumper runs level with the centrally placed number plate NTU 850L. To its right is the fuel cap. The boot lid opens upwards and includes a push-button keyhole. An MG badge is mounted in the center of the boot. The right side reveals the rear wheel, the driver's door with a handle and lock beneath it, a quarter glass at the front, and the front wheel. A classic 1975 Red Rover Mini, with a 1.3-liter engine, is viewed from the front. A silver bumper stretches across the base, with the number plate JKF 578P prominently displayed in the center. On either side of the bumper, a pair of lights is arranged horizontally. A yellow indicator light sits beside a white light, and this arrangement is mirrored on both the left and right sides. Centrally positioned between the lights is the Mini's signature front grille. Above the grille, round headlights are set into the front corners of the bonnet. The windscreen features two wipers, both angled to the right when at rest. From the left-hand side, both the front and rear wheels are visible. The driver's door, on the left side of the vehicle, has a rectangular handle located toward its right edge, with a small lock positioned just beneath it. The door includes a large main window, and to its rear, the rear passenger window is also visible. At the rear of the car, tall vertical tail light units stand at either end. Each unit contains 3 stacked lights, a yellow indicator on top, followed by 2 red lights. A silver bumper sits below. In the center of the boot is the number JKF 578P, just above which is a number plate light. To the left of the number is the round fuel cap. The boot lid is top-hinged and includes a turnstile handle near its upper edge. From the right-hand side, the rear wheel, rear glass, and the driver's door are all in view. This door mirrors the left side with a window, handle, and lock below. The front wheel completes the visible profile. A 1979 red Rover Mini with a 1.3-liter engine is seen from the front. A silver bumper runs along the base, with the number plate DAN 478V positioned in the center. Flanking the bumper on both sides are a pair of lights. Each side features a yellow indicator light beside a white one, symmetrically arranged. Centrally located between the lights is the car's front grille. Round headlights are mounted at either side of the bonnet. The windscreen is equipped with 2 wipers, both resting at an angle toward the right. Moving to the left-hand side, both the front and rear wheels are visible. The driver's door, on the left, features a handle placed near the rear edge, with a lock located just beneath it. The side also includes a main window on the door, and a rear passenger window behind it. At the rear, tall vertical light units are positioned at each end of the car. Each unit includes 3 stacked lights, yellow at the top, followed by red, then white, and another red light at the bottom. A silver bumper spans the bottom edge. In the center of the boot is the number DAN 478V, with a number plate light just above it. To the left of the number is the circular fuel cap. The boot lid, which includes a turnstile handle at the top, opens upwards and incorporates the rear window. On the right-hand side, the rear wheel, rear glass, and front wheel are visible. The driver's door, mirroring the left, includes a window, handle, and lock below. A 1979 red MGB GT with a 1.8-liter engine is viewed from the front. A silver bumper stretches across the bottom, bearing the number plate BHE 802T in the center. Above it, on each side, are dual light units. On the left, a yellow light sits beside a white one, mirrored on the right. The car's front grille, centered between the lights, features the classic milligram badge at the top. On either side of the bonnet are round headlights. The windscreen is fitted with 2 wipers, both angled to the left. From the left side, both the front and rear wheels are visible. The driver's door, on the left, has a handle positioned toward the right edge with a lock just below it, then the rear window. At the rear, vertical light units sit on either side. Each contains 3 stacked lights, yellow at the top, followed by 2 red lights. A bumper runs level with the centrally placed number plate BHE 802T. To its right is the fuel cap. The boot lid opens upwards and includes a push-button keyhole. An MG badge is mounted on the right. The right side reveals the rear wheel, rear glass, the driver's door with a handle and lock beneath it, main front window a quarter glass at the front, and the front wheel. A striking 1979 red Jaguar XJS with a 4-liter engine is seen from the front. A silver bumper runs along the bottom, featuring the number plate C1LEW prominently in the center. Dual light units are positioned on both sides of the bumper. On the left, a yellow indicator sits beside a white light. This arrangement is mirrored on the right, but in reverse order, white beside yellow. Centrally between the lights is the Jaguar's front grille. Round headlights are set into the front corners of the bonnet. The windscreen is fitted with two wipers, both resting at an angle toward the left. From the left-hand side, both the front and rear wheels are visible. The driver's door, located on the left, has a handle positioned near the rear edge, with a lock just below. A side mirror is fixed ahead of the door. Behind the door is the rear passenger window. At the rear, vertical tail light units stand on either side. Each unit contains 3 stacked lights. 2 red lights at the top, followed by a yellow one. In the center of the boot is the number C1 LEW, flanked by 2 red lights, one on the far left, the other on the far right, both integrated into the bumper. Below these red bumper lights, 2 exhaust pipes emerge, positioned symmetrically on the left and right. On the right-hand side, the rear wheel and rear glass are visible, followed by the driver's door. The door features a handle and lock beneath it. A main front window and a small quarter glass at the front edge complete the profile, along with the front wheel. A striking 1989 Red Rover Mini, with a 1-liter engine, is viewed from the front. A silver bumper spans the bottom edge, with the number plate E313 LHT prominently displayed in the center. Yellow indicator lights are positioned at the outer edges, one on the left, one on the right. Centrally between the lights is the front grille. Round headlights are fitted into the front corners of the wheel wings. The windscreen is equipped with 2 wipers, both resting angled toward the right. From the left-hand side, both the front and rear wheels are clearly visible. A yellow side indicator sits above the front wheel arch. The driver's door includes a side mirror mounted at the front, and a handle near the rear edge with a lock positioned just below it. Behind the door is the rear passenger window. At the rear, the fuel cap is positioned on the left-hand side. Vertical tail light units sit on either side of the back end. Each unit features 4 stacked lights, yellow, red, white, and red again. The number E313 LHT is displayed in the center of the boot lid. Below the bumper, a single exhaust pipe exits from the center. On the right-hand side, the rear wheel and rear window glass are visible, followed by the driver's door. This side mirrors the left, with a handle and lock beneath, a door-mounted mirror, and a main front window. The front wheel completes the profile. A striking 1981 light green Rolls-Royce Silver Spirit, with a powerful 6.7-liter engine, is viewed from the front. A silver bumper stretches along the bottom, with the number plate JYK 233W prominently displayed in the center. On the left side of the front, a yellow indicator is positioned beside a white headlight. On the right side, the arrangement is reversed, white, then yellow. At the center is the iconic Rolls-Royce grille, tall and rectangular. Above it, the windscreen is fitted with 2 wipers, both resting at an angle toward the left. From the left-hand side, both the front and rear wheels are clearly visible. A yellow side indicator sits just above the front wheel arch. The driver's door features a small triangular window in front of the main window, a side mirror mounted at the front, and a handle near the rear edge with a lock just below. Behind the driver's door is the rear passenger door, which also has a window, followed by a small rear side window. The rear door features a handle positioned toward the right. Just above the rear wheel arch is the fuel cap, and behind that is the rear wheel. At the rear of the vehicle, a detailed lighting arrangement is visible. On the far left, a red light sits above a yellow light. Next to it, closer to the center, is another red light with a white light below. In the center of the boot is the number JYK 233W. To its right, the pattern repeats: a red light over a white light, and at the far right, a red light above a yellow light. Below the bumper are two exhaust pipes, one on the left, the other on the right. On the right-hand side, the rear wheel and rear side window are visible, followed by the rear passenger door, then the driver's door and its window. At the front is a small triangular window, the mirror, and the front wheel, completing the elegant profile. A striking 1971 red Ford Cortina, with a powerful 2-liter engine, is viewed from the front. A silver bumper runs along the bottom, with the number plate KUV 924K mounted just below it. At the front, a yellow indicator sits at both the far left and far right ends. Just inside the left indicator are two white round headlights, followed by the front grille. On the right side, the grille is flanked by another set of two round headlights, and finally the right yellow indicator. The bonnet is closed, and wing mirrors are visible on both the left and right sides. Moving to the left-hand side, both the front and rear wheels are visible. A side mirror is mounted on the front door. The passenger door includes a window, with a door handle and lock positioned below. Behind it is the rear door, also with a window and a handle on the right side of the door. Just beyond that is the rear wheel. At the rear of the vehicle, the number plate KUV 924K is seen again, mounted below the bumper. Above the silver bumper, the left tail light unit features a red light, followed by a yellow light, with a white light next to the yellow, and a red light beneath. On the right, the light arrangement is slightly different, red at the top, then white, with a yellow light beside it and another red light beneath. The boot lid bears the Ford Cortina badge, and above it is the rear window. Along the right-hand side, the fuel cap is positioned above the rear wheel arch. The rear wheel is visible, followed by the rear passenger door with its window and a handle on the left side. The driver's door is next, with its window open, and features a handle on the left with a lock below. A side mirror is fixed at the front, just before the front wheel, completing the profile. A striking 1974 blue Morris Mini 1275 GT, equipped with a powerful 1.3-liter engine, is viewed from the front. A silver bumper runs across the bottom, with the number plate DMA 248N mounted just below it. Beneath the bumper, on the left, a yellow indicator is positioned next to a white light. In the center sits the number plate. On the right side, the lighting is mirrored, a white light followed by a yellow indicator. Above, the front features a classic layout, on the left, a white round headlight, in the center, the front grille, and on the right, another round headlight. The bonnet is closed, and wing mirrors are mounted on both the left and right doors. Moving to the left-hand side, both the front and rear wheels are clearly visible. A side mirror is mounted on the front passenger door. The door includes a window, with a handle and a lock positioned below. Behind it is the rear side glass, leading to the rear wheel. At the rear, the number plate DMA 248N appears again, mounted on the boot, with a number plate light positioned above it. Above that sits a boot handle. The fuel cap is located to the left. A silver rear bumper spans the bottom. Just above it, the rear light units are visible on both the left and right, each featuring a yellow light at the top and a red light below. The rear window sits above, offering a glimpse into the car's interior. Through it, you can see the driver and passenger seats, instrument dials, and the steering wheel. On the right-hand side, the rear wheel comes into view first, followed by the rear passenger window. Next is the driver's door, with the window closed, and a handle positioned on the left side of the door, with a lock just beneath. A side mirror is mounted to the door, just ahead of the front wheel, completing the compact and iconic profile of this classic Mini. A striking 1979 brown Austin Morris Mini Clubman, powered by a 1.1-liter engine, is viewed from the front. A silver bumper spans the bottom edge, with the number plate KGG 114V mounted just below it. Beneath the bumper, the lighting arrangement starts on the left with a yellow indicator beside a white light. In the center is the number plate, and on the right side, the pattern is mirrored, a white light followed by a yellow indicator. Above the bumper, the front displays the Mini Clubman's classic styling, with a white round headlight on the left, a chrome front grille in the center, and another round headlight on the right. The bonnet is closed, and door mirrors are mounted on both the left and right front doors. Moving to the left-hand side, both the front and rear wheels are visible. A side mirror is mounted on the passenger door, which includes a window and a door handle with a lock positioned below. Behind the door is the rear side glass, followed by the rear wheel. At the rear of the car, a single exhaust pipe is positioned at the bottom left. Just above it sits the silver rear bumper, and mounted above that is the number plate KGG 114V. On either side of the rear are matching vertical light units, each with a yellow indicator at the top and a red light at the bottom. In the center, the Mini Clubman's distinctive split rear doors are visible, each with a window. On the right-hand door, to the left and just below the glass, is the handle used to open the doors. On the right-hand side, the fuel cap is located above the rear wheel arch. The rear wheel and rear side window follow. Next is the driver's door, with the window half down, a handle on the left side of the door, and a lock just below. A side mirror is mounted on the door, and finally, the front wheel completes the view, showcasing the compact, functional, and iconic design of this classic British car. We're looking at a stunning 1969 Jaguar E-Type, finished in a vibrant yellow. At the front, two yellow indicator lights sit low, one on the left and one on the right. Just above them is a slim, silver front bumper, curving gracefully across the nose. Centered above the bumper is a small grille opening, and directly above that, near the end of the bonnet, sits the number plate. To either side of this are the main headlights, subtly recessed into the flowing bodywork. Moving upward, the wide windscreen stretches across the front, with sleek mirrors mounted at the base of each door, near the front windows. Along the left side, we spot a yellow indicator light near the front wheel arch, followed by the front wheel itself. Behind it is a single door with a window, and toward the rear, the back wheel. Just behind the rear wheel, on the left side, is a small red tail light. At the rear of the E-Type, the design remains elegant. Below the chrome bumper are two sets of vertical lights. On the left, yellow on top, followed by two red lenses. On the right, it's two red lenses topped with yellow. Above the bumper, the flat rear boot extends beneath the rear window, completing the car's classic profile. We're looking at the front of a 1952 Morris Minor, finished in classic grey, and powered by a 948 cubic centimeters engine. On either side of the front, the car features two large, round white headlights. Just below each headlight, smaller white or yellow side lights. In the center sits a distinctive chrome grille, with an AA badge proudly displayed on its left side. Beneath the grille, a chrome bumper stretches across the front, with a black number plate in the middle that reads CTS 157. Above the bonnet, we see the front windscreen, divided by a metal bar running down the center. Two windscreen wipers are positioned at the bottom, both angled to the right. Moving along the left side of the vehicle, we see both the front and rear wheels, along with the left-hand door. The door features a simple handle on its right side, and above it, the window glass for the front passenger is visible. At the rear of the Morris Minor, a modest chrome bumper runs along the bottom. Above it, on both the left and right sides, are two small red tail lights, each paired with a small yellow indicator light positioned just beside them. In the center of the rear is the boot, with a small handle at the bottom. Just above that is a silver fixture containing a light, and above it again, the number CTS 157 appears once more. At the top of the rear panel is a small rear window, completing the view. Now looking at the right-hand side of the car, we see the rear and front wheels, the rear passenger window, and the right-hand door. This door has a handle placed on the left side. Just below the window, the Morris Minor's rounded shape, chrome accents, and clean lines reflect a timeless design that remains a beloved icon of British motoring history. We're looking at the front of a 1966 Austin 1-litre model, showcasing classic British styling. At the bottom of the car, there's a simple chrome bumper. Just below it, centered on the lower front, is a black number plate reading HAC 349D. Above the bumper, on both the left and right sides, are small round yellow indicator lights. In the center sits a traditional front grille, with two white headlights positioned just above it. Capping the front is the closed bonnet, clean and gently sloped. Moving to the left side of the car, we see the front and rear wheels. There's a single side door with a handle located on the right side of the door, just beneath the window. The window itself is split into two sections by a slim strip of black plastic, giving it a classic two-pane look. Further back, the rear side window completes the profile. Toward the rear, on the left side near the rear window, there's a small round fuel cap, tucked just below the window line. At the bottom rear of the car, the chrome bumper mirrors the one at the front. Directly above it is a silver light unit, and above that, once again, the number plate reading HAC 349D. At the very top sits the rectangular rear window. Now looking at the right side of the car, we see the front and rear wheels, the rear side glass, and the front driver's window. Like the other side, this front window is divided by a slim strip of black plastic. The door here has its handle on the left side. Just beneath the window, the 1966 Austin 1-litre is a wonderful example of modest yet enduring design, capturing the practical charm of everyday motoring in 1960s Britain. We're looking at a sleek, silver 1982 Porsche 911 3-litre, a true icon of classic sports car design. At the front, a smooth bumper runs across the width of the car. On either end of the bumper are two yellow indicator lights, and in the center, there's a black section integrated into the design. Just below the bumper sits the number plate NCF 362X, flanked on both sides by two white fog, or auxiliary lights. Above the bumper, the closed bonnet slopes gently, with the Porsche badge placed neatly at the bottom center. On either side of the bonnet are the car's signature round headlights, and in the middle, running up the bonnet, is a rainwater drainage channel, a subtle design feature. At the top, the wide front windscreen comes into view, with two wipers angled to the left. There are side mirrors positioned on both the left and right doors. Shifting to the left side of the car, we see both wheels, front and rear, with a silver finish and a distinctive black, star-shaped cap in the center. Just behind the front wheel, a small yellow side marker light is mounted near the edge of the wing. Moving along the side, we see the driver's side door with a front quarter glass, followed by the main window. The door handle is positioned to the right of the glass, and just behind it, the rear wheel completes the side profile. On the right side, the layout mirrors the left. The car sits on two matching wheels. The rear window is visible, and we see the driver's door and its window. Just in front of the door, on the front wing, is another yellow side marker light, positioned near the front wheel arch. This 1982 Porsche 911 3-litre stands as a blend of performance and timeless design, capturing the spirit of classic motoring with unmistakable style. At the bottom of the car, the silver bumper extends slightly around the left and right towards the wheels. The number plate, BRX252B, is centered between two vertical silver elements that rise from the bumper. The top area, where the engine would be, is still gray, matching the rest of the car's color. The center of the car rises, with the sides sloping down from the window to the front, meeting the grille in a triangular shape on both the left and right sides. Moving to the left side of the car, there's a black wheel with a silver center cap. The left door is open, revealing two windows, a quarter glass panel on the far left, and the main glass beside it. On the interior of the door, near its rear edge where it meets the body, we see a set of controls. At the top, a pull handle, just below that an open handle, and to the right, a window for opening and closing the window. Inside the front cabin, the interior has a wood look finish. The dashboard houses gauges and dials, and there's a classic steering wheel, pedals, and a handbrake. The seats are upholstered in a light wood tone material, and between the front seats is a fold-down armrest for added comfort. The rear seat, matching the front in wood tone, is visible as we look further into the cabin. On the left rear door, the inside features a door open handle on the far left, a pull-close handle in the center, just below the window, and a window on the right. From the outside, we see the door handle on the left side of the door with the window glass above it, and to the right, the rear wheel. Just behind it, near the boot, is the fuel cap. At the rear of the car, the taillight units are positioned on both the left and right sides, each starting from the top with a yellow lens and a red lens below. At the lower edge of the boot area is the boot release handle, and directly above that, the number plate, BRX 252B. Above the plate, a silver light unit provides illumination. The right side of the car mirrors the left. We see the rear wheel, the right side door with its window and door handle positioned on the right. Inside this door, the pull-close handle is in the center near the top of the panel, just below the window. To the right and slightly lower is the door open handle, and to the left, the window. Inside, we catch a view from the rear seat forward, past the front passenger seat, and over to the steering wheel, instrument dials, and handbrake. Finally, we move to the driver's door, which is also open. On the interior, beneath the window, we see the window, the pull-close handle in the center, and just below that, the open handle. From the outside, the external door handle is mounted on the left side of the door, and in front of it sits the front wheel, completing the classic silhouette. We're looking at the 1940 Ford 3.4-liter, a bold and elegant pre-war classic. The front of the car features a distinctive triangular bonnet design, starting at the base of the windscreen and tapering down to the pointed front, where a vertical chrome grille forms the tip of the triangle. On either side of this triangle are the sweeping wheel arches, or wings, which curve around to the front where we find the headlights, one on the left and one on the right, built neatly into the arches. Just below, the chrome bumper stretches across the front, and on the left side of it is the number plate XVV455. The engine bay is closed, and this classic model features side-lifting bonnet panels for access to the engine. Above, the windscreen has a split design with a silver divider running vertically from top to bottom, and on the left side, we see a single wing mirror mounted on the door. Looking at the left side of the car, the front wheel is visible, painted black with a white band, a touch of red, and a shiny silver center cap. Behind that is the left door, fitted with a window and a door handle on the right side of the door panel. Below the door sits a footplate for easy step-in access. Continuing toward the back, we see the rear side window, the rear wheel, styled like the front, and just above the wheel arch, a fuel cap positioned slightly right of center. Still on the left side and below the fuel cap is a distinctive chevron insignia, resembling a corporal sergeant's epaulette, adding a unique vintage touch. There's a matching chevron on the right side as well. At the rear, the boot lid stands centrally with a boot handle at the bottom, and just above it, the number plate XVV455 is displayed again. On either side above the rear bumper, we see small red lights, one on the left and one on the right. Beneath the bumper, there are two exhaust pipes, one positioned on each side. Above the boot, the rear window includes a black vertical trim piece running from top to bottom. Moving to the right side, we see the rear wheel, again featuring the black, white, red, and silver design, followed by the rear side window and the front right door. This door has its handle on the left-hand side, with a lock just beneath. Near the front edge of the door is the right side mirror, and finally, the front wheel completes this side's elegant, symmetrical look. Moving to the right side, we see the rear wheel, again featuring the black, white, red, and silver design, followed by the rear side window and the front right door. This door has its handle on the left-hand side, with a lock just beneath. Near the front edge of the door is the right side mirror, and finally, the front wheel completes this side's elegant, symmetrical look. A purple-colored car with the left and right wings positioned lower than the central engine area. On both wings, there are white lights at the top and yellow lights at the bottom. On the right wing, near the yellow light, is the registration number TTR 186. The grille is located centrally between the wings. Above the engine area, side panels can be opened to access the engine. Above this section is the front window, featuring a single wiper on the right side. From the right side view, we see the front and rear wheels. On the door, below the window, there is a handle to open the door. Above the handle is a window that opens and closes. A mirror is mounted on the left side, at the bottom part of the window near the door's edge. At the rear, there's a rear window, and on both the left and right sides are light clusters in red, yellow, red sequence. In the center, the boot can be opened by pulling it down. The right side view also shows the side window, the door window, and both wheels. A red MGR V8 is shown. Front view. The front bumper features two yellow lights, one on each side. Just inside each yellow light is a white light. In the center is the number plate M977VJL, with a grille directly above it. At the top center is the MG badge, flanked by two white headlights. Left side, the car has visible front and rear wheels. The passenger door has its handle at the far right, with a keyhole just below. There's a side mirror mounted on the front windscreen. The windscreen has two wipers facing left. Through the open top, the interior shows the gear stick, dials, handbrake, and steering wheel. Rear view, two red tail lights appear on the far left and right. The center again shows the number plate M977VJL. Above this are rear light clusters on both sides, arranged vertically as yellow at the top, followed by white, then two reds. To the left of the right side lights is the fuel cap. To the right of the left side lights is a lock. Right side, the car again shows front and rear wheels. The door handle is positioned to the left, with a keyhole beneath. A mirror is also fitted on the front windscreen. We're looking at the 1964 MG Midget 1.1 litre, a classic and British roadster in a deep blue color. At the front of the car, a silver number plate sits centrally on the bumper, clearly showing the registration TVV39. Just above the bumper, there's a pair of small light units on the left side. The sequence goes yellow then by white, and on the right side, it's white followed by yellow. In the center, we see the chrome grille with the MG badge, just below the smooth, gently sloping bonnet. To the left and right of the bonnet, the front wheel arches curve forward, each housing a round white headlight. Above the bonnet sits the windscreen, with wipers angled to the left. The car's open top design gives it a sporty look. On the left side, we see the front and rear wheels. The door includes a handle on the right-hand side, with a key lock positioned just below, and a single pane of glass above. Below the door is a subtle footplate for easier access to the low-slung cockpit. At the rear, the tail light units are vertically stacked on either side. Each cluster has three lights from top to bottom, yellow, red, red. Below, a chrome bumper runs across the rear, and just beneath the left side of the bumper is a single exhaust pipe. Above the number plate area sits a silver light unit, and just to its right, beside the light cluster, is the fuel cap. The boot lid opens upwards and has a handle at the bottom. In the center of the boot, the silver milligram badge is prominently displayed. The rear window is not visible, as the open top is down, leaving the back open to the air. Inside the car, we can see the steering wheel, analog dials, and the dashboard, reflecting the car's simple, functional style. The boot lid opens upwards and has a handle at the bottom. In the center of the boot, the silver MG badge is prominently displayed. The rear window is not visible, as the open top is down, leaving the back open to the air. Inside the car, we can see the steering wheel, analog dials, and the dashboard, reflecting the car's simple, functional style.
Hello, good morning. We're down at obviously Pangbourne College, and we have, what's your name, sir?
My name is Adrian Jones.
Okay, Adrian, and talk us through the history of your car then, Adrian, please.
Okay. This is TVV39. It's a 1964 Mark II MG midget with the 1098cc engine. It's had 3 owners from new. And it's only done 57,000 miles since new. I've owned it for the last 25 years. During my ownership, it's been on the television, it's been in a TV programme. It was Alan Titchmarsh's masterpiece back in 2017, which was like a sort of competition programme between couples who had to guess ages of antiques, the origin of antiques.
Okay.
And this car, people had to guess basically how old this car was relative to the previous car they observed and what it was older or younger. And that appeared on the television in 2017. It's been in a number of magazines and a number of books. It's been in the Enjoying MG magazine, which is the MG Owner Club's magazine. There's an article on it in there as an example of a Mark II midget. It's also in a couple of books. It's in, I believe it's called the MG File, which is basically a chronological history of MG cars from the beginning, back in the 1920s, all the way up to, well, when they stopped making them in 1980, about 81. It was also in another book. I think it's a very similar book on MG history, but it's far more detailed. And the photographs that we used in the MG file were reused in that book as well. As I said, I've owned it for 25 years now. I bought it in this condition, mainly in this condition. It's had no work done to any of the bodyworks, it didn't need it. And I've just maintained it over the years. Any
rust or bodywork rust, stuff like that?
I suppose it's a little bit of a surface rust underneath and things like that, but the structure is sound.
And I suppose it's 4-speed gearbox?
It's a 4-speed gearbox.
4-speed. What's the engine size?
1098cc.
1098, so it's 1.1 litre.
Yeah, I think it's about 59 horsepower, I think.
Okay, thank you very much, sir.
Okay.
We're looking at the 1964 Morris Minor 1000, a classic British saloon known for its rounded styling and timeless charm. At the front of the car, the curved bonnet slopes gently down to a small chrome grille with horizontal bars. Just to the left side of the grille, the AA badge is proudly displayed. Below that, the chrome bumper stretches across the front, with the number plate reading 3666 DG positioned centrally. On either side of the grille are large round white headlights, built into the curved front wings. Just below each headlight is a smaller indicator light. Above the bonnet is the windscreen, with 2 wipers angled to the left. Moving to the left side of the car, we see both the front and rear wheels, with black tires, white inner rims, and silver hubcaps in the center. The left side door has a handle on the right side of the panel, with a keyhole just below. Above is a single-piece window, framed neatly into the door. Behind the door is the rear side window, and the side skirt curves downward as it leads toward the rear wheel. At the rear of the car, the body narrows slightly. A chrome bumper wraps around both corners. On the boot lid, just above the bumper, sits the number plate 3666 DG. To the left and right are the rear light clusters, each showing orange and red lights stacked vertically. Below the bumper on the left side, a single exhaust pipe is visible. The boot handle is in the center, near the bottom edge of the boot lid, and above it is the rear window, rectangular in shape. The fuel cap is positioned on the left, close to the light cluster near the amber indicator. On the right side, we see the rear wheel, the rear side window, and the driver's door, which also features a handle on the left side and a keyhole beneath it. The door window is a single pane, just like on the passenger side. At the front is the right side wing, with the front wheel and headlight matching the left. Inside the car, the design is simple and practical. There's a thin steering wheel, a compact set of dash gauges, and split front seats. The space feels open and light, reflecting the no-nonsense charm of 1960s British motoring.
Good morning, sir. What's your name?
My name's Dave.
Okay, would you like to give me the good history of your car, please, Dave?
I own a 1964 Morris Minor, 1098. I bought it 3 years ago from Charles Ware. As it is, I've had it on a little bit of rust. I like the number plate because it says 3666 DG, and DG are my initials.
Okay.
And I just couldn't miss the opportunity of having my initials on the Morris Minor. That's an original number plate. The car is as it is. It's got all matching numbers, engine, rear axle, door locks, everything matches. I got a Heritage Trust certificate with it, which shows me all the numbers to the car, and I've started using it in the past year to all the car shows.
That's good. 4-speed gearbox or 5?
Got a 4-speed gearbox, no synchromesh in first gear.
Okay, thank you very much, Dave.
Yeah.
We're looking at the 1983 Ford Capri 2.8 litre, a sleek two-door fastback finished in a bold, sporty style that made it one of the most iconic cars of the 1980s. At the front, the car features a long, sloping bonnet leading to a slightly pointed grille in the center. On either side, you'll find 2 round headlights per side, housed in rectangular surrounds, giving it an aggressive, purposeful face. Beneath the grille, a front bumper with rubber trim and a central number plate completes the look. Moving to the side profile, the Capri's signature shape becomes clear, a long nose, low body, and a gently sloping rear roofline that flows into the fastback tail. The car sits on sporty alloy wheels, and the 2.8 injection badge can often be found on the boot lid, hinting at the performance within. Each door has a handle positioned below the window line, and a pair of wing mirrors sit near the A-pillars. At the rear, the window tapers down to meet a short, wide boot lid with a subtle integrated spoiler. The rear light units stretch across both corners, each with sections of red, amber, and white. The rear bumper, like the front, includes rubber detailing, and the exhaust pipe is visible on the lower right-hand side. The number plate is centrally positioned below the boot. Inside, the Capri features a driver-focused dashboard with round dials, a 3-spoke steering wheel, and often Recaro-style seats in sportier models. The interior is snug, but designed for comfort and control, with a layout aimed at enthusiastic driving. The 2.8-litre V6 engine gave this model real performance, producing a deep, throaty engine note and impressive acceleration for its time. The 1983 Ford Capri 2.8 injection remains a favorite among enthusiasts, a true symbol of 80s style, speed, and attitude.
Good morning there, sir. What's your name?
My name's Andy.
Okay, Andy, give me the history of your nice Ford Capri.
Yeah, it's a 1983 Ford Capri 2.8 injection. Got it in 2007. It was a little bit of a, it'd been sat in a council lockup for 4.5 years, and got it out, got it back on the road again.
Okay.
We found a few pieces were missing off it, like the overriders and the boot spoiler, which I've managed to get hold of. Then we decided to get it resprayed in 2011. It's getting a little bit tatty, so we had it resprayed, had the coach lines put on, and yeah, and then I've had various little bits done to it. Just had a fuel pump fitted because that was playing up, and yeah, it's good classic car to use.
Very nice one, thank you very much.
Okay.
We're looking at the 1967 Ford Cortina 2.0 litre, registration DTC 144E, a classic British saloon with a sharp, understated elegance. At the front, the car features a wide chrome grille, flanked by two round headlights, giving it a confident and distinctive appearance. The indicators are seen on the left and right side. The bonnet is long and flat, with subtle creases that lead your eye to the front. Beneath the grille is a chrome bumper, with the number plate DTC 144E mounted at the center. Moving to the side profile, the Cortina displays the crisp, angular lines typical of late 1960s Ford styling. The two front doors are fitted with simple chrome handles, and the windows are large, offering excellent visibility. The car rides on period-correct steel wheels with chrome hubcaps, giving it a practical, everyday appeal. At the rear, the car tapers slightly, with rectangular tail lights positioned at each corner. A slim chrome bumper runs along the bottom, and the boot lid features a clean design with subtle badging. The fuel cap is typically found on the rear wing, and the exhaust pipe exits low beneath the bumper. Inside, the Cortina offers a spacious, functional cabin. The dashboard is simple and driver-focused, with round dials for speed and fuel, and a thin, two-spoke steering wheel. Upholstery is typically finished in vinyl, with bench or individual front seats depending on the trim. The 2.0-litre engine under the bonnet gave this Cortina a good balance of performance and economy, making it ideal for families and professionals alike. This 1967 model represents a time when Ford vehicles were built for the everyday motorist, reliable, stylish, and easy to maintain.
Good morning there, sir. What's your name?
Morning. My name is Chris Seymour.
Okay, Chris. So tell me a bit the history of this good vehicle.
It's a 1967 Mark II Cortina. It came out of Dagenham as a lowly 1300 Deluxe. Somewhere along its life it got converted with 1600E running gear to increase its performance, and then later on in life it then got converted into what you see now, which is running a Ford 2.1 Cosworth with throttle bodies, uprated suspension, brakes, gearbox, you name it, it's all been uprated underneath.
Lovely. And any rust problems at the moment?
No, it runs really nicely.
That's good.
It's a bit of a sleeper. It's pulling about 220 brake horsepower now, compared to when it came out of Dagenham of about 65 brake horsepower.
Okay, thank you very much, Chris.
At the front of the car, centrally positioned, is a round feature, next to it is a half-square shape. On either side are two yellow lights, and just above those are two white lights, also positioned left and right. The engine is partially visible in the middle section. Below that are 7 small black dots, with silver dots at each end of the row. Above this area, 2 black round components extend outward, just below the front window. On both sides of the window are door mirrors. Looking at the right side of the vehicle, there are 2 wheels, one at the front and one at the rear. A single door sits in the middle, where the driver's seat is located, complete with a steering wheel and a handbrake on the left. Notably, there is no door to open, as entry is made by climbing in. At the rear, there are 2 yellow lights, left and right. Between them is a number plate reading DSU 530, flanked at both ends by 2 red lights, one on each side.
Right, and hello, sir. So where did you come from?
Thatcham.
Statram, so not very far away, but good vehicle anyway. So what is the history of the vehicle?
1957, Barclay Bridgeway, but it's not standard anymore, it's been modified. So it would have had a two-stroke in it. I put a 1400 GS6 Suzuki engine in it. Mini chain-driven diff, and there's various body mods. The arches have been added, the head restraint has been added, and the bonnet was made. Coach builder as was the channel cover. So there's modifications to the chassis to make it stronger, basically.
Lovely. Any bodywork or rust or stuff like that?
It's fiberglass body. They were all made in fiberglass. And the bonnet's aluminium, and these tunnel covers are made by a coach builder. Most of the nearly all the modifications I've done myself, except for the body arches, were done by Hermitage.
Okay.
Westgate Composites in Hermitage. All the rest of the engineering has been done by myself. It's got a chassis on it now, whereas it wouldn't have had a chassis on it. It's a monocoque construction. It's now got a chassis all the way through, from front to back, with a subframe carrying the engine. I fabricated the suspension myself, exposed myself, the subframe I did myself, but the back end suspension is basically still Barclay as it was, except for an addition of some shocks and some string to the shock towers.
And what's the engine CC?
It's 1400cc Suzuki GSX engine, so it's 1400cc.
Lovely. Thank you very much.
A silver Vauxhall car is shown. Front view. The front features two white lights, one on the left and one on the right, each flanked on the outside by a yellow indicator light. A central grille houses the Vauxhall badge in the middle. Left side, the car has front and rear wheels visible. A yellow side indicator is located near the back end of the left door. The door includes a mirror at its front edge, followed by quarter glass, then a main window that opens and closes, and finally a rear side window. The interior reveals cream seats, a visible gearbox, steering wheel, heater controls, and dials. Rear view. The rear light clusters follow a red-yellow-red sequence on both sides. A keyhole is located on the right-hand yellow section. The registration plate, marked P336GOE, is centered beneath the rear window, which has a wiper on the right side. Right side. Starting at the back, the fuel cap is positioned above the rear wheel. The rear passenger window comes next, followed by the driver's window that opens and closes. A yellow side light and door mirror are fitted before reaching the front wheel.
Okay, thank you very much for telling me the history of a vehicle. So, can you give me the history, please?
It's a 1996 Vauxhall Calibra, SE7, 489 ever made.
Okay.
I believe there's 13 left on the road to date, this being the second oldest. Just hit 78,000. Had it 7 years.
Okay.
Went to Preston to go and pick it up. Yeah, had the wheels refurbed. Apart from that, it's all standard.
Any rust?
No rust at all. That's what attracted me to it. The underside's really, really good. They were galvanised this year as well, so that helps with the rust. But yes.
And obviously, I believe 5-speed gearbox.
Yeah, 5-speed box. Yeah.
Good.
2-litre 16-valve Ecotec engine. Not everyone's favourite, but this is the fourth one I've had. Yeah, big fan.
That's good then. Thank you very much.
The 1970 MGB, registration BBL111J, is a classic British two-seater sports car with timeless charm. Under the bonnet sits a 1.8-litre engine, offering a spirited and enjoyable drive. Its sleek body, chrome bumpers, and wire wheels give it a truly vintage roadster look. The open-top design makes it ideal for sunny day cruising and countryside touring. Inside, it features leather-trimmed bucket seats, Smith's dials, and a classic 3-spoke steering wheel. Renowned for its balanced handling and simplicity, it was a favorite for both casual drivers and club racers. Today, BBL 111J stands as a shining example of British motoring heritage from the 1970s.
Good morning there, sir. So what's your name?
My name is Alan Poole.
Alan. Okay, Alan. Would you like to give me the history of your car, please, Alan?
I purchased it only about a month ago. Previous owner had had it about 5-6 years. Done basically a full restoration on it. Prior to that, it had spent about 7 years laid up, and prior to that, it had had just one owner for about 10 years, I believe. So we've now got it, and just bring it off to a few shows. This is the first one of the year. Engine's been rebuilt to 1950. It's got a light road cam in it. Apart from that, it's basically just a standard MG.
Any rust at the moment?
No, that's the joy of it. Somebody else has done all the hard work.
That's good then. 4-speed gearbox or 5?
Yep, 4-speed, overdrive, 3rd and 4th.
That's good then. Thank you very much, sir.
Very welcome.